designers here, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to sew this beautiful bustier blouse with a heart-shaped U-top neckline. It is very simple, detailed and beginner friendly. In the previous tutorial I shared how to draft this bustier blouse, so if you are yet to watch the tutorial I'm going to be dropping the link for you in the description box so you can go ahead to check it out. This video is going to be a continuation of that one. So after I was done drafting my pattern and cutting out my pattern, the next thing I went ahead to do was to cut out my fabric using the pattern I drafted. So when cutting on your fabric, you'll be cutting the center front on fold while the side can be cut separately. After placing my pattern on my fabric, the next thing I went ahead to do was to mark a seam allowance of 0.5 inch all the way around, as you can see me doing in the video, but there is none on the side because I added that of the side while drafting on my pattern. So after marking my allowance, the next thing I went ahead to do was to cut it out. After cutting, this is what the front is going to look like, and I went ahead to also cut out the back. For the back, I also marked an allowance of 0.5 inch on the part you see me touching. The next thing I'll go ahead to quickly do now is cut out my lining piece and also pad the bustier area of the front block of the blouse. So here I've gone ahead to pad the bustier area of the blouse we are making, and this is what I have after doing that. So if you don't know how to pad your bustier properly, I'm going to be dropping a tutorial on how to do that in the description box. It is a very simple detailed tutorial. So after padding the bustier, the next thing I'll go ahead to quickly do now is to join the center to the side. I'm going to go over to my sewing machine to join the center to the side panel. After doing this on my fabric, I'm going to be repeating the same thing on the lining piece also. So here I've gone ahead to join the center to the side, and this is what I have after joining. And I went ahead to give the bustier area a good press, and this is what the bustier looked like. As you can see, it came out really nice. The next I'm going to go ahead to quickly do now is to join my lining piece to my main fabric. So I'll place it making sure the good face is facing each other. After which I'll go over to my sewing machine to turn the neckline of the blouse I'm making. After doing that, I'm going to come back to show you what to do next. So here I went ahead to stitch the neckline, and this is what it looks like after stitching the neckline. This is what I have, so make sure you notch it before you turn it over to give it a good press. So before I flip my fabric over to the good face, I'm going to be drawing the scallop design we have on the hemline of the blouse. As you can see, I've already gone ahead to run a stitch just to keep my fabric and my lining in place before drawing the scallop design. So for the scallop design, you can go ahead to draw as many scallop design you want, but before drawing, make sure you mark your string allowance like you see me doing in the video. So whatever allowance you added while drafting, mark that out. Then from that point, you go up by 2.5 to 3 inch depending on how wide you want the scallop to be. Then you go ahead to draw the scallop design like you see me doing in the video. At this point, you can decide to be creative as much as you can. Just go ahead to draw whatever design you want the hem of your blouse to be. So this is me trying to create the scallop design. So this is me trying to create the scallop design on the hem of the blouse. So you can draw your scallop design with your blouse open like this, or you can go ahead to fold it into two to draw the scallop design like you see me doing in the video. So whichever one works for you, can go ahead to simply do it. But make sure that before you draw your scallop design, always mark your sewing allowance out first. Then you go ahead to draw whatever design you want to make on the hem of your blouse. So after cutting out the scallop design, this is what it looks like. Next, I'll go over to my sewing machine to run a stitch all the way around. Then I'll also close up the side. After which I'll turn it over through the armhole, give it a good press, and I'll come back to show you what next. So after ironing the neckline and the hem, this is what it looks like after I was done doing that. And this is what the inner part of the blouse looked like. So make sure you notch properly before you go ahead to iron. As you can see, the heart shape on the neckline also came out really well. You can also keep the hemline and the neckline in place by securing it with your hemming gum so that the lining piece doesn't come out when the dress is being worn. So here I have the back. For the back, I went ahead to finish up the neckline, the hem, the zipper allowance, and also the side. And I've also gone ahead to sew in the dart on the back of the blouse. So the back is very simple. Just do your normal turning like you usually do. Next, I'll join the front and the back together. I'm going to be joining it on the shoulder first. So to join on the shoulder, make sure that the front and the back shoulders are aligning. If they are not aligning, go ahead to trim off any excess you have. Then you go ahead to place it in such a way that your fabric is facing the fabric and the lining piece is also facing the lining piece, as you can see me doing on the video. After which you go ahead to stitch using 0.5 inch. So I'll go back to my sewing machine to do this. After doing this, I'll repeat the same thing on the other shoulder. Then I'll go ahead to close up the sides of the blouse, after which I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So after joining the shoulders and the sides, what the blouse looks like, I also went ahead to fix the zipper on the back of the blouse. So to fix your zip, you can decide to fix your zip all the way from the neckline downward, and you can decide to close up the neckline a little, then you fix your zip, as you can see being displayed on the screen. So this is what the blouse is going to look like basically. So for the sleeve, you can place whatever sleeve you want on the blouse, but if you want me to make a tutorial on how to make this petal sleeve on the blouse, kindly drop a comment and I will do that. So guys, this is it for this tutorial. If you find it helpful, please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my other tutorials.